Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all our amazing leaders and members from all over the world. This is a pleasure to have you all with us for our inspiring call. Welcome to our weekly leadership call, and let's re energize, reignite ourselves and our amazing members. Without further ado, let's begin right into what we have in store for you this week. We would strongly encourage all our members to go to your C1 back office and watch our dearly and well-loved network director Raj on episode 147 of our weekly updates, speaking about various amazing opportunities and updates that cannot be missed. Just a sneak peek of what's spoken, including Tag Market, Ultra Shockwave, and Planet IX. Now, let's get into November's powerful momentum. Find Ultra Shockwave and Planet IX Season 2. From the 1st to the 15th of November, the final Ultra Shockwave promo is here. Your last chance to boost your growth and earn up to 20% of your total downline volume. Every activation and sales drives momentum, powered by complete C1 toolkit, including AP, BP, RP, and Corbett tokens. At the same time, Planet IX Season 2 brings new opportunities with packs overflowing with values. AIX airdrop points, AI credits, artificial cores, and rewards up to 20% of the total volume. Don't slow down. Make these last few days count. Important updates. Effective this 16th of November, the amount of Corbett tokens included in the Elemental Starter Package will be reduced as part of C1's ongoing commitment to balanced and sustainable token economy. This strategic adjustment helped preserve Corbett's long-term values and strengthen the overall ecosystem's stability. With that being said, the 16th of November, you can still enjoy the maximum Corbett values through the upgrade for free promotions, automatically upgrading to the next pack level to receive more Corbett tokens and enhance the Elemental Starter Pack benefits. These include free PIX registration, 50% off Metaverse Welcome Pack, and access to C-Link UNX Exchange, Mindo, C1 Fitness, C1 Travel, and exclusive NFT airdrops for new signups. That will be all from me. Please welcome my dear friend and colleague, Stephanie.
Thank you so much, Kai. Hello, dear leaders from around the world. How are you today? It's a beautiful Wednesday and also it's sunny in Dubai now. So let's continue this call. Wow, that's most exciting news is if you attended the Sivan conference and you already know that we are thrilled to review the destination for our next incentive trip. Where? It is Bali. Yes, in the spring of 2026. So get ready for another unforgettable chapter. A journey filled with connection, discovery, and celebration in one of the world's most breathtaking destinations. And another good news is you can track your progress bar towards your C1 back office. The progress bar makes it easier than ever to see whether you stand and stay motivated as you aim for Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. So the qualification period is from October 20th, 2025 to the 20th January 2026. And let's get some details about the Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. So for Tier 1, you need a PGV, means personal group volume, 3,000 BP, and 45,000 BP for your last leg. And don't forget your personal AP for each month 5. And Tier 2, you need 4,000 BP for PGV and 75,000 BP in lesser leg, and also the 5 AP for each month. For Tier 3, which you can get a premium room, and you can also bring another guest with you. So you need 5,000 PGV and 110,000 BP for the lesser leg, and 5 AP for each month. So if you want to ask about if you join after 2025 January, so what's your qualification period? That is for new joiner, yes, which you joined after 1st January 2025. So you can just need in PGV 2,000 BP and also the lesser leg in 15,000 BP plus your 5 AP for each month. So that's amazing, right? Because I guess most our member or all our member in today's webinar will qualified. And also, let's carry this momentum forward. As you know that we had very successful incentive trip and a conference in Thailand, and I'm sure that all of our members will qualify for the Bali incentive trip as we continue shaping the future of C1 and the world beyond. So we cannot wait to see you all in Bali. So I would like to invite our next guest, right? Because many of you may have already heard about SCAPE, and I'm sure you're excited to learn more about what is SCAPE and the amazing possibilities they offer. And also, it's our great honor to welcome our distinguished guest, Marcus, who is here to share his valuable insights and expertise on the SCAPE. Marcus, how are you? It's our honor to invite you here, so I will hand over the stage to you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I'm super happy to be here. Let me see if I can share my screen here for a second.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Yeah, now we can see.
Then hopefully you can also see me.
Yeah, we can see you as well.
Amazing. Super happy to be here and super excited to come and meet each and every one of you and teach you more about SCAPE. My name is Marcus, and I am the commercial Web3 director and the community director of SCAPE. And I'm super, super excited to teach you everything about SCAPE and what makes us so unique and what we've been building for over 7 years now. So SCAPE, just in short, before we dive into all of the details, is basically the first fully functional metaverse in the world. Now that means I would say it could be compared to Roblox, Fortnite, Minecraft, but on steroids. What we have created is a backend infrastructure that completely revolutionizes how multiplayer games are created. And by that, I mean it's not only limited to one sort of gameplay, but rather unlimited sort of games within one world. Now, that has been a dream and a vision within the Web3 community for years. And SCAPE, with its backend infrastructure and over $35 million invested into that infrastructure, has now reached a point where we're able to deliver on top of that promise. But before we dive into more details about SCAPE, we need to understand the gaming industry. So I don't know if you guys knew this already, but it's quite crazy when you think about it, that gaming is now 3 times larger than music and movies combined when it comes to market cap. That's 3 times larger than both music and movies combined. To me, that's absolutely insane. So SCAPE obviously is this game that is not limited to just one game, but unlimited games inside of one. That allows for NFTs, so-called digital assets, to move freely across the gaming world, bringing value to these items that is so far just a dream that the Web3 people has been dreaming of. But we're getting closer to that state now, and I'm super excited to have the C1 family a part of it. So when it comes to gaming, you have to look at the spirit of gaming. And Asia, obviously, is the largest gaming group right now. It's over 55%. And you can see the numbers there on the screen, which is quite crazy. So let's move forward here. So for you to understand the complexity about the technology that we have built now over 7 years, I always use Spotify as an example. Creating music used to be extremely difficult, but nowadays you can go on these online tools, you can have all of the instruments on top of your board, you can switch between the instruments, you go on Spotify and press distribute. And that's the goal of what we're supposed to be doing with multiplayer games. So as of now, it doesn't work this way. This is how it works nowadays. It was extremely expensive and took so much time to do all of this because you needed a technical artist, you needed a game developer, you needed a server developer, and now also a blockchain developer on top of that. These have to work simultaneously. They need to talk to one another to understand what's going on, the updates and everything. That creates a backend box that then creates limitations. And that's why no one has been able to build a multiplayer metaverse. So as you can see, it's quite complex. But what SCAPE has done is very revolutionary. That's why we've been able to raise $35 million up to this point. So now, with our own in-house technology called Lemur, we're able to work with dev studios smaller than the traditional AAA gaming studios to create top-level AAA game multiplayer. So as you can see in this image, it goes from requiring all of these people into just working with the game dev team, our code that is free, and then you can launch within SCAPE, within the click of a button, which is unheard of up until this point. Now, just to make you envision kind of what SCAPE will offer to everyone, I'll take you through a little journey when it comes to the images here. The world would have what I call the main hub. That's where people will log in. That's where they would spawn. We will have quests. There will be different portals into different kind of games. So it's a game built by everyone for everyone. The world is unlimited and can continuously to scale. You can have any game from shooters to car racing games, and hence it's the first game that is meant for everyone. Now, just to envision it even deeper, someone would come into this game. They could jump into a portal and end up in what you see here is a kill a dragon kind of game where you kill the dragon and you get a sword. Now, what's cool with all of this stuff is that NFTs, so-called digital assets, now have a value. So that sword can then be brought from that game into another game. So now we're in a shooter game, but you can still see the person with the sword in here. Now that's what brings values to NFTs and digital assets, and that's what brings value to the game as a whole, and that's where we all win. Now you can go from one game to another game. Obviously, this is a car racing game, and if you look at other compute or other gaming worlds, they are always limited to one sort of gameplay. Either it's a first-person shooter game, it's a car racing game, but never all of them. And that's what SCAPE can do, and that's what brings the value to us. Now you can go from one game, obviously, into the other one, and keep bringing those assets, and that value is going to go up. Now, just for you guys to kind of see what we've been building and understand the potential of SCAPE, I'm going to give you some examples of what other people have built within the Web3 space. So on the left-hand side here, you see a game called Decentraland. They launched their own token that reached $9.4 billion in a market cap. And it's currently standing at 700 million. So this is Decentraland, and this is what SCAPE looks like. So we're striving to have the top quality that no one has seen ever before, and that's why we believe we will be one of the biggest games out there. Now we continuously look at other comparisons here. Decentraland, most of you within the Web3 space must have heard of them as well. They also reached a $9.4 billion market cap and also standing around 700 million right now. On the left-hand side, you see the gameplay. On the right-hand side, you see what SCAPE has been building. Quickly, you will get more information about this from the C1 team, but we have 2 NFT collections that will turn into your digital players that you will play within the game as well. But more information is to come about that. Now you kind of need to, with the background of the gaming industry, with the background of our technology, to understand the potential of SCAPE, we also need to break it down a little bit. So as you can see within this chart, this is the Web3 gaming space. So you can see most of them end up around 200 to 400 million. Then we've got a bunch here between $600 to $800 million. And C1 has been incredibly strong in the negotiation and making sure that C1 members will be able to get in at the lowest valuation, giving you the highest potential rewards. So SCAPE will launch down here with the C1 members. But we will ride that wave with you guys, giving you the biggest return that we can get. Now, looking at what the other people reached in their market cap, 9.4 billion, etc., that's based on nothing, or not to say nothing, but they have not been able to deliver a functional metaverse, and that is mostly because of the back-end infrastructure that I told you before, and that's the solution that SCAPE has. So me personally, I don't see why we shouldn't fly by these guys. But SCAPE doesn't stop there. Looking at these games, this is the Web3 games. SCAPE is broader than that. SCAPE is also working towards the traditional gamers, but bridging it with the Web3, giving us the biggest potential ever. Meaning we're taking on the big guys out there, Roblox, Fortnite, and Minecraft, which have a $40 billion market cap. So now imagine SCAPE going from 15 million to 40 billion. Someone can do the math on that, and that's quite exciting. And that's what we aim to do, because we believe that with this infrastructure we can do something that no one else has done so far. And I'm super excited for you guys to learn more about SCAPE. And Raj and the whole team will for sure give you some more insight on the technology and the game. But then, as I mentioned, obviously there is a token attached to this ecosystem that we're building. And as mentioned, C1 will be positioned to be the first one in on that one, to have the biggest potential upside. Now, I know not everyone is a gamer, and you don't have to be. Like I said, SCAPE is for everyone, built by everyone. So there's different ways to participate in the creation of SCAPE. So community rewards and incentives. Obviously, the bigger SCAPEs get, the more excited people get about SCAPE. The more traditional gamers we get in, the more Web3 gamers we get in, the bigger the ecosystem becomes, and the bigger we get, and the more potential upside we get on all of the different assets attached to this. So everything from earn in-game purchases to creator content, ads, and just being supporting us on our Nexus questing platform, where we have social quest on social media, for example, retweets and share, is helping the SCAPE ecosystem to grow bigger and broader. And that's a win for each and every one of us. So engage to the earn model. Social engagement, as I mentioned, the Nexus questing platform, which the C1 team will give you a more deeper insight into as well, is crucial in this. And then we're also going to have, of course, campaigns, virtual events, and there will, of course, be a referral and reward system attached to that as well. Now, access and influence. Early access is created within the game. The 2 NFT collections and C1 will be the first people that will be able to access the game and take part of these early access reward systems. There will be digital assets such as NFTs with huge potential upsides because of the scarcity and the small amount we will release. We will also host community events, tournaments, live sessions, all of that stuff to drive as much force into the SCAPE ecosystem as we can. And of course, we appreciate all feedback and help to share shape the platform and share it. Now, as I said, SCAPE is so much more than just a game. It's a full world ecosystem that is not limited to games itself, but you can also build VR worlds, you can build other things inside of SCAPE that doesn't necessarily have to be games per se, but the potential of the platform is within the gaming industry, and that's what we're thriving in right now. So true digital immersion is here. NFTs with utility is here. And C1 is the first one to get on board of this train, and I'm super excited to give you guys more details in all of this. I know I'm running out a little bit of time right now, but the potential of SCAPE is, to me, absolutely insane. It's gonna revolutionize the whole gaming industry. And as you saw, the previous examples that I gave reached quite an amazing market cap without providing a functional metaverse, and we're here to do that. So in my world, we're off to the races, and I'm super excited to have you guys on board on all of this. I think that's everything from me at this time. I'm going to pass it back to C1 crew. And then if any questions, I'm available to answer all of them.
Thank you so much, Marcus. This was definitely a great introduction to SCAPE. Well, thank you so much once again. Dear C1 family, you heard, you understood. We wanted to have an introduction to SCAPE. SCAPE was released at the conference, where I know most of you have been a part of the conference, knew about it already, but some of you who perhaps missed, this was a fine new introduction to SCAPE. Now, having said that, I also do understand that most of you are inquisitive. You want to know, hey, this is super cool. This is the next level, next generation technology that we are talking about. This is something that our Gen Zs, our next legacy, would be hopping into. Can you give us more details? Well, please do not worry. We just wanted to make sure that you get an introduction, a little teaser, a little insight from SCAPE, from Marcus. Because next week, and the week after that, we would be indulging ourselves into the entire immersive way and into an immersive zone of SCAPE, along with the business metrics that is involved for each and every one for you. Thank you so much once again, Marcus. And continuing now, our slides. Well, we did see him, the handsome man, Marcus, who is also the Web3 Commercial and Community Director for SCAPE. Now, talking about the next in the line, Tag Markets. Well, let me tell you, Stratify Tag Market, the launch offer that was supposed to be ending on the 9th of November had been extended till the 20th. And this is the last time that I can tell you, dear C1 family, as you must have heard from my colleague, my friend Kai, also talking about the different tokenomics and how important it is to fit into various categories. Well, the launch offer for Tag Markets promotion, whether it is activity point, whether it is rank point, or whether it is the Corbett burn rate, everything ends on the 20th of November, end of the day. Let's strive for this. Let's make the best out of it, because this is the time where you can still utilize a value of Corbett at 50 cents of a dollar. This exclusive promotional rate is only valid up until the 20th of November. So I know most of you are focused towards the Ultra Shockwave. I'm sure you heard that this is going to be the final Ultra Shockwave. There would be no more Ultra Shockwave after that, which means we will be getting ready for a lot of great news with respect to UNX, Corbett, listing, and a lot of other things that you all had been waiting for. But please do not worry. We will have a call. We will share the roadmap, maybe a revised roadmap next week, where we will be talking about how things are progressing on that end. And we are super excited for this. But at the same time, we know that you're hopping on to the Ultra Shockwave till the 15th of November, followed by the Planet IX Season 2, the Super AIX bonus also till the 15th of November. Therefore, in order to give you a little room of breather, we made sure that we go ahead and extend this fantastic promotion on Tag up until the 20th of November. So all the very best, dear C1 family. Let's do the best of it. And now I would like to call on the fantastic stage, my friend and my colleague, Molly.
Thank you so much, Raj. Hello, my dear C1 family. It's time to discover a new way to travel and earn with C1 Travel, the lifestyle platform redefining how we explore the world. So now you can enjoy exclusive discount, cashback options, and even pay in crypto. making every journey smarter and more rewarding. So as part of the C1 network, you can earn up to 10% on first level, 5% on second, and 5% on the third level commission, turning your passion for travel into pure opportunity. So you might be curious how to get access to C1 Travel. So first of all, log into your C1 account and then go to C Store. Click on Learn More and click on Go to Site. Tap on Login, then fill the form, and then you are now can log into the C1 Travel account. While C1 Travel opens the door to exclusive offer and real income through its unique referral system, C1 Fitness also turns wellness into opportunity, rewarding you with Bitcoin for every step of consistency. How to get access to C1 Fitness? It is the same process of logging to C1 Travel. So log into your C1 account and then go to C Store and you will find C1 Fitness in the featured product area. You can also download from Apple Store or Google Store to get the access of C1 Fitness. So C1 Travel and C1 Fitness empower us to live better, travel smarter, and grow stronger inside and out. Next, I would like to invite Serena to join the call and share with us some exciting news about Metaverse.
Thank you so much, Molly. Hello, dear leader. It's Serena speaking. How are you today? Yes, this is my last slide. We are going to talk about one of our favorite products, yes, Metaverse. We have been receiving, dear leader, great feedback from many leaders lately, and we are seeing consistent USDC reward from those actively playing the Metaverse game. And it really shows how important consistency is. And as many of you already know, the official Metaverse referral link has launched. That means each of you can start building your own network inside Metaverse, growing your community, inviting new players, and earning even more rewards. So let's walk through it step by step and look at how the referral link works and where you can get yours. First, you need to log in to your Metaverse platform and go to your profile page. Then click on the referrals. Then you will see 3 different ways to invite new players: your referral link, referral code, and referral QR code. You can share any of these with your people to invite them to join. Then you will receive 500 LPC for the first person who sign up using your link. And the new member who joins through your link will also receive 50 chips, which they can use to purchase the Metaverse Welcome Pack to start playing and experience what the Metaverse game is all about. Since you can use your referrals to build your own structure within Metaverse, this is truly powerful, dear leaders. The more people you invite to Metaverse, the higher you climb through the level and the greater your reward become. So there are total of 8 referral levels, as you can see on the slide, and everything begins with the very first stage, the start level. When you invite your first new player, you will receive 500 LPC, making the official start of your journey. From there, everything starts to accelerate. Once someone you referred activates their game on pack, you move to the next level, the spark level. From that moment, your name appears on the referral leaderboard and you start earning chips that can be converted into USDC rewards. And more people activate Game on Pack, of course, you will earn more earnings. As of now, the Game on Pack can be purchased directly on metaverse.com for €38, but if you purchase through C1, you can get it for half the price, only €19. And your referral buy it through C1, they are automatically linked to you as their sponsor, which means they also become part of your C1 downline. So plus, each game on pack includes 8 BP and 9 RP, adding even more value to your progress. In other words, by expanding your metaverse network, you are also growing your C1 structure at the same time. So dear leader, the time is now. Start sharing your referral link, invite new people, and build your team stronger, dear leader. All right, that's all from me today for today's LG call. Wow, what an awesome, what an incredible session it was today. Hearing from my colleague Kai, who talked about our promotions of the month, going down to Steph, who spoke about our amazing incentive trip that is coming up in Bali 2026. I'm sure you don't want to miss this time around. We went down to the awesome gaming world, which is expanding in C1. We talked about SCAPE from Marcus himself. We came down to Rash, our network director, who expanded our hot cake in the market, track market, Stratify and track market. I see most of the groups are pumping up. Most of the members are pumping up because of stock market. So this is just the beginning, dear C1 leaders, dear members. This is just the beginning. We've shared awesome, amazing, wonderful insights, strategies, and most importantly, we've shared energy. Remember, this is not just a meeting. This is a movement, as said by our very own founder, Jonas Eric Warner. Each of us is part of something bigger than ourselves. We are not here to look back at what was lost. We are here to rebuild. We are here to reignite, and we are here to rise higher than ever before. From this moment on, let's keep our focus crystal clear. No distractions, no excuses, only results, growth, and unity. Let's take the same fire and consistency from this call and apply it daily in our teams, our communication, and our leadership. Because together, we are not just restarting, we are reactivating a vision that's unstoppable. So let's go out there and show the world what true C1 leaders are made of: passion, purpose, and performance. The future is calling, and it's yours to create, because we are here not only to dream about our future, we are here to make our future come true, to create our future. I am Julian. I am signing off today's call, and see you next week. Thank you all, dear leaders.